Let's get started with the video. I do already have my skincare on, and I did use the Nuori Vata Foaming Cleanser again, just like I did in my other video. I've been really enjoying this product, so I'm just using it every single day. Instead of using their serum, I did use the new Osiya Anti-Aging C-Serum. So they came out with a new product. Actually, they came out with two, kind of like back to back. This is their new C-Biotic Water Cream, which I mentioned in my other video, and I am obsessed. It is amazing. I love it. And this is their new product, which I've only been testing out for like 3 days on my skin. This is LYS, which I think is Love Yourself. This one I picked it up in the shade MN5, and we're gonna start with this conversation. I told you on my last video that I was gonna talk about this on my next video, which is today. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy about it. It is kind of a hard conversation. Do you see how well this freaking blends into my skin? So I did talk about this on my story already, so some of you might already know. But one of the reasons why I haven't really been on here is because, like I said in my other video, I've been pretty busy. There's been a lot of things happening ever since we came back from vacation. We took a vacation to Oahu. We were super excited about it. Actually, I wasn't excited. I didn't want to travel. I did not want to go because of, you know, the COVID and everything. And then the fact that I wasn't really finding good vegan options, it was just frustrating me so bad. I was not vegan on my trip, let's just say that. Which was also a very stressful situation because I've been vegan for so long that when that happened, I felt like I was going through an identity crisis. I don't want to come and say that I'm not vegan anymore because I think I'm always going to strive to be vegan, but I'm letting go of this, like, where I had to be perfect. Like, I wanted to be 100% vegan. And I think it's because I wanted to be vegan for so long that when I did, I didn't want to let go of that. It was really hard to realize that maybe I'm just not as vegan as I wanted to be. And all that pressure that I was putting on myself was just not healthy. In the beginning, when I went vegan, I didn't transition smoothly. I went from like meat eating to vegan right away, and it didn't work out. I went back to eating meat, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start slowly. Maybe just go vegetarian and then go vegan. So I did that, and that was a little bit more smoother transition. And I've been vegan for like 6 years, maybe. I don't remember, but a long time. Well, it's kind of hard to kind of define myself in an area where I feel like, okay, this is who I am now, because I'm not a meat eater, but I'm also not 100% vegan anymore. So it's kind of hard to kind of break out of those labels, because that's pretty much what it is. They're labels that we either society puts on us or we put on ourselves. And then when some changes happen, we struggle to like accept ourselves, you know what I mean? When I had first gone vegan and I was like maintaining a vegan diet, I wanted to be perfect at it, to the point where I didn't want to take anything that wasn't vegan, whether if it was medicine that I needed. My mom and my wife would tell me like, you're being a little extreme, but I didn't care. Like, hold that thought. Let's go on with blush. I've mentioned before that I did not like blush that much because as it is, I have redness on my skin, that I just would stay away from blush unless it was kind of like a bronzy color, like a nude color. Anyway, so I picked up a whole bunch of blushes. This little trio, I highly recommend it if you want to try the blushes from Rare Beauty. This is the Soft Pinch Blush Trio, and this is the liquid blushes. So yeah, I was like kind of like an extreme vegan, and when even like the thought of me like craving like pepperoni, or sometimes I would crave just like non-vegan things, would make me sick. And I'm like, why would you think that? That is horrible. Like, I would be so hard on myself, not because I thought that I was better or because I thought people that are not vegan are bad people, because that's not the case. I don't know why I was being so hard on myself when I know that there's no such thing as a perfect vegan. I've changed so much over like the past year and a half that it all happened at once. So it was kind of like very confusing. Felt like a fraud coming on here and talking to you guys about vegan products when I'm not really 100% vegan anymore. So it was kind of like this battle in between myself pretty much. But I know now that I can still have or try to be vegan, even though not being that vegan or 100% vegan, while me still trying vegan products and promoting vegan products and promoting cruelty-free products. And I shouldn't feel bad, or I shouldn't feel like a fraud, because we're all just trying to do our best, and that's basically what I'm doing. And I know that, again, there's no such thing as 100% vegan, and me letting go of that idea kind of just like gave me a big old release. Like I felt like, okay, I don't have to be that perfect. I had to come on here and tell you guys, because I know a lot of you guys follow me because, you know, I helped you go vegan, or I helped you go natural, I helped you go cruelty-free, or, you know, whatever the case that you're following me. It just made me feel like a responsibility to come on here and tell you what the changes are, because maybe you don't want to follow me anymore, and that's totally fine. But I want to be always 100% honest with you guys and transparent, so that is what I'm doing now. I did do it on my stories, but again, I know that not everybody follows me on Instagram or has an Instagram account, so that's why I'm here telling you that as well. I'm gonna go ahead with this color right here, which it just seems like a really pretty color. It's the color Hope, and it's kind of like a pinky, like a mauve color. But I've never tried anything from this brand. Wow, I'm actually putting on like a pinky rosy blush. I mean, who am I? Seriously, so many changes. So that is one of the biggest changes that has happened with me. The other thing is that when I let go of the idea of I don't have to be 100% of something, you know, like with being vegan, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna go ahead and freaking start eating cow or chicken and pigs. That's not gonna happen. That's probably never gonna happen, because after being vegan for so long, I've, like I said, developed this like thing where I get disgusted of smells like that. Like I can tell when somebody messed up my order and gave me real milk, because I will throw up. It's just like that smell, like that milky. You can completely tell from the smell of a Impossible burger and a real beef burger. Like as soon as it touches, it like goes near my nose, I can smell it. I'm like, nope. But for example, when I go on vacation or I go to a restaurant, there's not really, you know, that many vegan options, which here in my home, like where I live in my city, it's not hard. It is very easy. I'm so spoiled. There's so many vegan. Anyway, so yeah, it's easy to be vegan here. It's just when I travel. So when I travel, I'm just gonna do what's best for me. And the only thing that I can stomach to eat is fish, unfortunately, which is crazy, because before going vegan, seafood was like my least favorite thing to eat. All right, so that was the blush. It's actually very, very pretty. It blends out really nicely. It just feels, you know, lightweight. It doesn't feel tacky. So again, if you're looking for new blushes and you want to try some liquid ones, this little trio is just perfect. Let's move on to the eyes. Like I said, I'm using the Tres Luce palette and continue my conversation. With me letting go of not being 100% vegan, and you know, just me understanding that that's okay, that there's other vegans out there that are not 100% vegan. There's vegans that eat honey and they still consider themselves vegan. There's vegans that, you know, take medication that's not vegan and they still consider themselves vegan. I'm also letting go of the idea of me being 100% eco-friendly, 100% natural. I'm just gonna let that go as well. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go ahead and start using like parabens and, you know, all these other ingredients. I'm still gonna try to be, I'm still gonna go for like more natural products, but there's certain, you know, brands that I do want to try that are not super clean or not super natural that, you know, I'm okay with now. I'm always going to disclose what's, you know, natural and what's not. I am going to always try to be cruelty-free, but I'm also relaxing my standards on that as well. I didn't want to like use parent companies that, or use brands that were owned by a parent company that was not cruelty-free, because I didn't want to, you know, let my money go to them. But my idea of that has changed. I believe that we should support, you know, brands that are staying cruelty-free even though their parent companies are not, because every little change helps. So I'm still gonna try to be eco-friendly in little ways that I can, but again, I'm just letting go of that 100% perfect mentality that just does not work out. At some point I thought that like more expensive and more natural means better, and it's not the case. It's not the case. There's still amazing products out there that are super affordable, they're not 100% natural, and they're still great. And like I said, it took me a while to understand that and be okay with that. So I'm gonna go ahead with the color Resilience, which is this purple, did I say purple? Orange, this orange color, and I'm gonna put it on my crease just to kind of like warm it up a little bit because it seems very neutral. So yeah, those are pretty much the changes that I was going through and struggling with, and I felt like I don't know who I was anymore because so many changes were happening all at once, and so many changes are about to happen soon that I just gotta get over things. You know, I just can't be so hard on myself. Life is so short. All right, so I'm going with Hustle, this green shimmery one, and I'm gonna put this on the middle part of my eye. A very pretty color. All right, now that I'm putting this eyeshadow on, it just reminded me that I need to declutter my makeup. I did declutter when I redid my closet, my glam closet I call it, which I did also film, and I do have to edit and post it on here so you guys can see it. It's like a green with a little bit of like gold shimmer. It looks so stunning. Okay, so very quickly, brows. Thrive Cosmetics, Audrey. I picked up the Just Add Milky Duo from Tower 28. I always want to say Tower 29. Anyway, Tower 28, they do have this little duo if you've been wanting to try their lip jellies. This is a great little duo. It does come with 2 different shades. So it comes with like the clear one, and then it comes with this chestnut, which is kind of like a light sheer brown with a little bit of like gold shimmer. I do have their clear with gold shimmer, but the gold shimmer is like super yellow that I kind of don't like the way it looks on my lips. But I do like the formula because it is very like cushiony, super glossy. It's not super tacky, but it does have a little bit of, you know, tackiness. Right now I have on the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil. It does not feel like a lip oil. It feels like a thick gloss. So I'm gonna take that a little bit off, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this one so you can see what it looks like. It just adds a little tiny bit of color, but a lot of gloss, a lot of shine. It just feels so good on the lips. I love these lip jellies. The Cover FX Power Flex. And then I'll just come back and do my outro for the video. All right, my honey bunnies, so that is the look for today, and that is the conversation that I wanted to have with you in this video. So yeah, it was kind of hard to tell you guys that I am not 100% vegan anymore. I am not 100% natural anymore. I'm not 100% eco-friendly anymore. I was struggling with it to tell you, but just like in general, I was struggling personally because I was vegan. I was like a certain thing for so long that when I changed, I was struggling to admit who I was now. So, but it is a conversation that I needed to have with you guys because maybe you're going through this as well, that you're going through changes and you're struggling with it. Just know that don't be so hard on yourself. Try to understand yourself. Life is short, and if you gotta change, then you gotta change. It's natural for changes to happen in your life. It's natural to go through phases in life, and I know that some phases can be a little bit hard and you just can't deal with them, but just take it day by day and just know that you're doing the best you can. You're living your best life in whatever that way is. It's your life. At the end of the day, you know, you have to be happy with yourself. This is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you understand and you stick around. If not, that's totally fine. All right, so let's just end this video because if not, I'm gonna keep talking and talking and talking. Anyway, so I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If you did, just give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.